करने की आपसे अनुमति चाहता हूं। जय जवान। गॉड विसर्जन।
Devoted Gandhians, distinguished dignitaries and delegates from around the world, honorable members of central and state governments, heads of institutions, academicians, scholars and researchers, faculty, student friends, members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to heartily welcome you to Gandhi Rama 2016, the second International Convention on the many-sided splendor of Mahatma Gandhi, being hosted by GITAM University and Andhra University here in the city of destiny, Visakhapatnam. Great men have come and gone, but Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is the eternal voice of truth and liberation. He is the future. We may have museums and memorials for famous men, but in the case of Gandhiji, the challenge lies in transforming his ideals into practice in our day-to-day existence. Gandhi Rama 2016 is a concerted effort to heighten awareness of Gandhian thought from different perspectives, especially among the youth. We hope to bring together a large number of students from across the globe and involve them in a truly unique Gandhian Mela, offering them an exciting opportunity to learn from devout disciples of the Mahatma. We believe this shall inspire the young generation to follow the Gandhian path in order to bring peace, justice, and all-inclusive welfare to today's troubled world. May I now have the honor of requesting our most esteemed dignitaries to please grace the dais. I request Professor G. Subramaniam Garu, Honorable Vice Chancellor, GITAM University, to please grace the dais. May I now request Professor G. S. N. Raju Garu, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Andhra University, to please grace the dais. May I now request Padma Shri Professor K. Ramakrishna Rao Garu, esteemed Chancellor, GITAM University, and the President of this function, to please grace the dais. It is my privilege to request Honorable Dr. MVVS Murthy Garu, President GITAM and member of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Council, to kindly grace the dais. Today, we are deeply honored and privileged by the esteemed presence of Honorable Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu Garu, Union Minister of Urban Development, Housing, Urban Poverty Alleviation and Parliamentary Affairs, the chief guest of the day. May I have the honor, sir, of requesting you to please grace the dais. It is my privilege to invite our guests of honor to the dais, Dr. Kambampati Haribabu Garu, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Dr. Yarlagada Lakshmi Prasad Garu, Member, Central Hindi Committee, Government of India. I also request Professor K. Shivaramakrishna Garu, Dean and Principal, GITAM Institute of Management, to please come on to the dais. Thank you, sirs.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Shasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyosna Pulakitayaminim, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhinim, Suhasinim, Sumadhura Bhashinim, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
May I now request the honorable dignitaries on the dais to officially inaugurate Gandhi Rama 2016 by lighting the lamp. The Honorable Vice Chancellor of GITAM University, Professor J. Subramaniam Garu, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Friends, good morning, every one of you. Most distinguished Chief Guest, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister of Urban Development and Parliamentary Affairs, Dr. Kambambati Haribabu Garu, Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. M.V.S. Murthy Garu, Honorable President, GITAM, Dr. Yarlagada Lakshmi Prasad, Member, Central Hindi Committee, Government of India, Professor K. Ramakrishna Rao, Honorable Chancellor, GITAM University, Professor G.S.N. Raju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Andhra University, respected delegates and other distinguished invitees, press and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of GITAM University, I wholeheartedly welcome you all to the second International Convention on Gandhi Rama. We are greatly delighted and proud of the gracious presence of all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I wish to place on record our sincere thanks to all the dignitaries for their valuable time and importance given to the International Convention on Gandhi Rama. On this solemn occasion, I take pleasure in presenting a brief capsule about GITAM University. Gandhi Institute of Technology and Management, popularly known as GITAM, originated with the starting of an engineering college in 1980 by a group of eminent intellectuals and industrialists under the leadership of Dr. M.V.S. Murthy. This institution is named after Gandhiji, the father of the nation, and is committed to the philosophy and principles of Mahatma Gandhi. Responding to the expanding needs in diverse disciplines of knowledge, a number of institutions have been added from time to time to GITAM. This institution has grown from strength to strength over the period of all these years and became a deemed to be university under Section 3 of UGC Act way back in 2007. Today, the university has 3 picturesque campuses at Bangalore, Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, offering 123 UG, PG, and doctoral programs in various disciplines such as technology, science, pharmacy, management, international business, architecture, law, and medicine. There are over 17,000 regular full-time students and over 1,000 research scholars hailing from almost all the states of this noble country, pursuing various programs at all the 3 campuses. The main strength of this university is the world-class infrastructure and committed faculty numbering about 1,100 at all the 3 campuses. The university has been focusing on research and consultancy activities with the main objective of building a fine tradition of exemplary scholarship and groundbreaking research and to translate its expertise into tangible benefits for the community at large. I am happy to inform you that our teaching faculty have undertaken over 150 research and consultancy projects which are at present ongoing with the financial assistance from various funding agencies. In this connection, I am very glad to inform that the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, ranked GITAM as A category university among the universities of its kind. NAC accredited the university with A grade, which is a symbolic of the holistic education being imparted by this university. UGC accorded 12B status to this university, which has given a big boost to its research activities. I am glad to inform you that MHRD has sanctioned TechKIP 2 program with the substantial funding to GITAM Institute of Technology. I am glad to inform that the university encourages the students to take up independent research projects to bring out their latent talent. Several engineering students developed new designs and models of various equipment and registered for patents. GITAM's high standards are well recognized by multinational corporations in IT, banking, and other fields across the country, drawing them to conduct campus interviews on a large scale. During the last academic year, over 2,500 students got lucrative placements through campus interviews, which is a record among the universities in the state of Andhra Pradesh. I commend the initiative taken by GITAM Center for Gandhian Studies to organize this international convention on Gandhi Rama. Gandhi Rama is more than an event to remember our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. It is a concerted effort to increase awareness of Gandhian thought from different perspectives. Mahatma Gandhi's ideas, life, work are of universal relevance. We believe that Mahatmaji's message of truth, non-violence, and selflessness service holds the key to bringing peace and all-inclusive welfare to the present troubled world. We are deeply indebted to all the distinguished dignitaries on the dais who will be very shortly addressing the delegates and sharing their valuable ideas and experiences on Gandhi Rama. We wish to convey our thanks to the delegates and other participants and also the invitees, press and electronic media, whose contribution is going to enrich the deliberations of this international convention. I wish the convention a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that very warm welcome, highlighting the significance of this event. It is my privilege to request the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Andhra University, Professor G.S.N. Raju Garu, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected President of the meeting, Professor Rama Garu, Chancellor GITAM University, Honorable Minister for Urban Development and Parliament Affairs, a very, very distinguished alumni of the great Andhra University, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, my colleague, a distinguished alumni of Andhra University, Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Dr. Kammampati Haribabu Garu, the Chairman, GITAM University, an eminent educationist, a great advocate, an eminent industrialist, Dr. M.V.S. Murthy Garu, Professor Subramanian Garu, Vice Chancellor, GITAM University, Dr. Yalagadda Lakshmi Prasad Garu, Member, Central Hindi Committee, Government of India, former Member of Rajya Sabha, Krishna Rao Garu, dignitaries sitting opposite to the dais, invitees, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning all of you. I am extremely happy and privileged to be here, a part of this very mega event, Gandhi Rama. I must tell you my association with GITAM. It was started in 1980. For the initial years, it was a privilege for me to teach a couple of subjects to the students of GITAM. It started with an engineering college. Now you see a world famous GITAM University. Over just last 35 years. The credit goes to Dr. M.V.S. Murthy, his team of management, academicians, faculty, non-teaching, students, scholars, for his tremendous development. Today, I had the privilege to go around with the Honorable Minister, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, in the campus, and I have seen the center of Gandhi, and it is really wonderful and amazing to see that. A beautiful museum, a beautiful collection of a lot of events have been displayed there. It is wonderful to see for everyone. Those who have not seen, I advise to go and see that. You know that GITAM College is a child of Andhra University. It has become famous in research, teaching, consultancy, and R&D projects. I congratulate everyone who are associated with this great development. Coming back to Gandhi Rama, it is a wonderful title that is brought out, I think, by Professor K. Ramakrishna Rao, who is an eminent parapsychologist, eminent professor. He was a former Vice Chancellor of Andhra University. He is a great speaker. He has a lot of ideas, written dozens of books on psychology and also Gandhiji. Andhra University now going for third cycle of accreditation by NAC. The team is coming on 18th, that is just a couple of days away from here, Monday. I've been on the job. And now Andhra University is expecting the best score with A grade, and I think he will become number one in India. Thanks to my colleagues, students and scholars and everyone who are doing an excellent job. Over the last couple of months, we could bring out a beautiful ambience, academic ambience, and a lot of research projects have been undertaken. A lot of patents are approved to the extent of 21 patents. I am sure the Andhra University will be doing very well. I am also happy to say that it has become a co-host to conduct this mega event. I wish the Gandhi Rama will be very, very successful. To tell you a few facts about Gandhiji, I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Kalyan, who was associated with Gandhiji in the latter years. Gandhiji became a very powerful man, not only in India but also abroad, for three main reasons. One is the concept of non-violence is discovered by him, not anybody else. He was truthful. He believed truth is God, God is truth. He never got angry on anybody, because he treated angry itself as violence. That is the beauty of his invention. That is why he has become great Mahatma of India and a great person who really inspired people all over the world. I congratulate the organizers for arranging this beautiful international convention on Gandhi Rama. I wish everyone success. Thank you very much.
May I now have the honor of requesting Padma Shri Professor K. Ramakrishna Rao Garu, Chancellor, Gitam University, to deliver the presidential address for Gandhi Rama 2016.
ఆప్తులు, ఆత్మీయులు, అమాత్యులు, మేటి జాతీయ నాయకులు, నేటి మన ముఖ్య అతిథి, వారి ఇంటి పేరు ఎం అంటే మన వెంకయ్యనాయుడు గారికి, గీతం వ్యవస్థ స్థాపకులు, పోషకులు, అధ్యక్షులు, ఈ సమావేశాలకు మూలకర్త, మానవతావాది విశాఖ స్ఫూర్తి మూర్తి గారికి, ఈ మహానగరం అభివృద్ధికి అహర్నిశలు అన్ని విధాలా శ్రమిస్తూ విశాఖపట్నానికి వన్నె తెస్తున్న రాజకీయ ఆచార్యుడు మా ఎంపీ, ఐ ఓటెడ్ ఫర్ హిమ్, మరియు మహామనీషి కంబంపాటి హరిబాబు గారికి, మాకు అత్యంత ప్రీతిపాత్రుడు, మిత్రుడు, సహచరుడు, చారుశీలుడు, బహుభాషా కోవిదుడు యార్లగడ్డ లక్ష్మీప్రసాద్ గారికి, మా తల్లి ఆంధ్ర విశ్వవిద్యాలయం ఉపకులపతి శ్రీ ప్రొఫెసర్ జేసన్ రాజు గారికి, ప్రపంచ విశ్వవిద్యాలయాల్లో ఒక ప్రైవేట్ యూనివర్సిటీలో వన్ ఆఫ్ ది బెస్ట్గా అనబడేటటువంటి గీతం యూనివర్సిటీకి వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ సమర్థంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నటువంటి సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారికి, ఈ సమావేశానికి విచ్చేసినటువంటి అధ్యాపకులకు, ఆచార్యులకు, అతిథులకు, ఆహ్వానితులకు, ప్రతినిధులకు, పాత్రికేయులకు మీ అందరికీ వందనాలు, అభివందనాలు, స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. ఇంకొకరి పేరు చెప్పడం మర్చిపోయాను. ఈ సమావేశాల నిర్వహణ బాధ్యతను స్వీకరించి ఆయన భుజస్కంధాల మీద మోస్తున్నటువంటి గీతం విశ్వవిద్యాలయం బిజినెస్ స్కూల్ డైరెక్టర్ డీన్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ గారు. As I extend to all of you a warm welcome to this international convention, Gandhi Rama, I thank all of you wholeheartedly for being with us this morning. I know many people may be cursing me to have this function on this day when people would like to enjoy and spend their time with their families, probably in their villages. On this day, all I can say is that the dates for these conferences were fixed by a national committee meeting in Delhi a year ago. But I must confess that I have neither the wisdom nor the courage to ask them for a change. Therefore, I take the blame and apologize for whatever inconvenience this may have caused to all of you to be here with us today, especially to our chief guest, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu. He has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the cold weather of Delhi, come here and be with us today. We are extremely, extremely grateful to you, sir. Considering the kindness and affection, his kindness and affection, it may not be inappropriate for me to say a few words about him and my association with Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu. If I get a little personal, I seek your indulgence. I have known Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu from his budding days as a student leader at Andhra University and his flowering into Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Urban Development. In between, I watched him function as MLA in undivided Andhra Pradesh and as an important leader vigorously involved in reinstalling NTR when his chief ministership was illegitimately usurped by another, one of his earlier followers. I saw him an active member of Rajya Sabha, Union Minister of Rural Development, as the President of Bharatiya Janata Party. I watched him with great interest, admiration, and even gratitude, how he had engineered the discussion to safeguard the interests of Andhra Pradesh as an important leader of the opposition when the bill to divide the state was debated in Rajya Sabha. Now, I see him involved in working with Sri Narendra Modi ji, our Prime Minister, his colleagues in the government, and the opposition leaders to skillfully conduct the parliamentary affairs and to usher in a new era of urban renewal with the smart city and other significant initiatives. No less important, in my view, is his vision and tireless work in establishing and promoting the Swarna Bharati Trust, dedicated to render educational, health, and social services with focus on rural youth and women. If I was not bogged down by this commitment to academic activities, I would have volunteered to join his daughter and help a little lending hand to this great enterprise he has. Indeed, a son of the soil, an alumni of Andhra University, personally a trusted friend, and now a national luminary. Indeed, he does make me truly proud. I may share with you a small personal event. I took voluntary retirement at Andhra University 33 years ago. This may surprise some of you outsiders, since I am still working full-time. The only difference is that I do not get paid for what I do now. On October 4, 1982, when I took my retirement from Andhra University, the university had graciously arranged a farewell function. There were many people. Justice Aval Sambasarao Garu, Sachidanamurthy, several other vice chancellors, and Sri Venkaiah Naidu was one of them. He was then a BJP MLA, was one of the speakers. In my remarks on that occasion, at the end, I told the audience, and I quote, Sri Venkaiah Naidu is made of chief minister material, but he is in the wrong party. Therefore, it is unlikely to happen. And I added, again I quote, I predict, however, that he would in future become a cabinet minister in the government of India. This I said in 1982. Professor Shivaji Rao, who happily happens to be here, reminded me of this when Sri Naidu first became the Union Minister of Rural Development. Very interesting. Minister of Rural Development has become a Minister of Urban Affairs. This is the wisdom of our present Prime Minister, how the city and the village can be brought together. You find it in him. Sri Venkaiah Naidu's roots are in the village. His ethos is rural. Now he's trying to bring that ethos to cities. That's where the Smart City program comes. I think, if I remember correctly, Shivaji Rao said, this you are able to predict because you are a parapsychologist. Parapsychologist. That's not what it is. I was a little shrewd. I knew when I see a man how good he is. I sensed in young Venkaiah Naidu rare leadership qualities and admired his commitment, perseverance, and honest pursuit of goals. I have known personally several state and national leaders in the country, and I'm privileged to say that includes Dr. Manmohan Singh, Srimati Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, and even President Sanjeev Reddy. However, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu is second only to NTR in commanding my respect, drawing my affection, admiration, and appreciation. Late N.T. Rama Rao Garu and Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu are selfless achievers in service of people. But their personalities are very different. Both of them are my good friends. NTR was a flamboyant leader. Sri Naidu is a silent worker. NTR was a political star, and Sri Naidu is more like a steady stream. Stars rise and fall, whereas a tranquil stream grows in strength with its flow. NTR was my mentor who brought me into public life. Sri Naidu Garu is a valued friend, and he always has a special corner for his friends. The fact that he took all the trouble to come here shows his love and affection for his friends. Thank you, Naidu Garu, for honoring our request and joining and sharing your time and thoughts with us today. It was about 4 years ago, when I was the chairman of the Indian Council of Philosophical Research, I conceived, thought of, and developed the idea of Gandhi Rama. I sat with some of my friends and scholar colleagues who shared my enthusiasm to promote Mahatma Gandhi's thought and practices. These include Dr. Srivastava Goswami, Dr. Y.P. Anand, Professor Ashok Ohara, Sri Rajiv Chandran, Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan, Sri Abid Hussain, and a few others. Together, we discussed the various facets of Gandhi Rama and then went on to organize the first international convention, Gandhi Rama 2012, at Jawaharlal Nehru University in New Delhi during 1722 August 2012. Some of you may be wondering, Gandhi Rama, think about Panorama added to Gandhi. More interestingly, Rama is very special to Gandhiji. So Rama can also be Rama. And Rama Rajya is what Gandhiji wanted. Therefore, I felt that Gandhi Rama has many meanings, it would be very appropriate for functions like this. Dubbed as Gandhi Festival and Feast of Ideas, it was more successful than we expected. Besides, the ICPR, the ICCR, the SSR, IGNCA joined us in this effort. In addition, the UNESCO and the UN gave their endorsement. We have several distinguished Gandhian scholars making significant presentations. Dr. Cooper of South Africa, President of the International Union of Psychological Sciences, a freedom fighter in South Africa who was in jail with Nelson Mandela, gave the keynote address at that time. We had exhibited movies on Gandhi and rare video clippings of his activities, courtesy of Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts. Now, the second edition of Gandhi Rama promises to be an improved and expanded version with increased participation and added attractions. We are again helped by various organizations in addition to our two hosts, GITAM University and Andhra University. We have as collaborators Indira Gandhi Center for National Art, Mahatma Gandhi Museum and Library. We received support from Adikavi Navanaya University and a host of other organizations. GITAM University administration, faculty and students extended their full cooperation. Again, all the members of the organizing committee of Gandhi Rama, and especially Professor Hari Babu, Professor Lakshmi Prasad, Dr. Savita Singh, Professor Ashok Vara, Professor Y.P. Anand helped us all through. Thanks to all of them, we were able to put up this show, which I hope you will enjoy. Above all, it is the personal interest and constant guidance of Dr. M.V.S. Muthigaru, without whose direct involvement all this would not have been possible. Yesterday, from morning till night, 8 o'clock, he was in the campus, looking after what is being done to organize this conference. That is the kind of an interest that he had bestowed and shown. Therefore, all of this credit must go to him and others who worked all night, such as our Vice Chancellor, our Pro-Vice Chancellor, our Vice President of GITAM University, deans, especially our Business School Dean, staff of the Center for Gandhian Studies. Some of them, yesterday was the festival, they were there working. And some of them have kids, nobody to look after them, so they brought their kids. And the kids were also playing and helping in doing this. Thank you from bottom of my heart. A special feature of President Gandhi Rama is the focus on youth, who brought together a large number of students from across the country. For example, 35 students from the Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, are here to share. And we endeavored to involve them in truly unique Gandhian Mela with symposia, workshops, discussions, exhibitions, cultural events, film screenings, and other entertainment programs, all focused on Gandhiji. We have here an exciting opportunity for young leaders of the future to interact with outstanding Gandhian scholars and devout disciples of the Mahatma. We thus hope to expose them to the person and philosophy of Gandhiji as an icon of hope and inspiration for change in a world overshadowed by terror, conflict. We'll have in this edition of Gandhi Rama several erudite personalities and significant discussions on the many-sided splendor of Mahatma Gandhi and the contemporary relevance of his ideas. We have special panels to discuss topics like religious fundamentalism, political extremism, and Gandhi's nonviolence, Swachh Bharat, and smart city programs. And I hope you will join us this afternoon, beginning at 2 o'clock. We have some eminent people discussing some of these topics. There are proposals to hold the next edition of Gandhi Rama in Africa. South Africa was Gandhi's second home. He lived there for 20 years. I think there is a definite need to aggressively promote Gandhi's thoughts in Africa. Government of India earmarked a significant sum of, I think, about $500,000 to be spent in Africa in the coming years. China, on the other hand, allocated $6 billion for similar purposes. Among the different things the Chinese government is doing, one significant initiative is to build several Confucian institutes to promote Chinese culture in Africa. I believe the government of India must include in its activities in the African continent establishment of institutes for Gandhian studies, at least one in each of these African countries. I request our chief guest, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, is one of the main functionaries of the present government of India, to use his good offices to ensure that this happens. We have an edge over Chinese in Africa. There are many more Indians in Africa compared to the Chinese. The Africans share our ethos more than that of the Chinese. Gandhi ji can be a big bridge to connect India and Africa, and I think we must aggressively pursue this policy. My interest in Gandhi is not recent. It has been long-standing. I was 16 years old when the Mahatma was assassinated. I was in the final year in high school, a student leader. I still recall vividly the pain and trauma we experienced at the time and how we were glued to All India Radio, sharing the nationwide grief. The grief gradually gave way to deep interest, not only in Mahatma as a person and leader who helped us to become politically free, but as a thinker who held ideas that could change the world someday. Now, I have done a lot of things, wrote several books, organized several conferences, but now I have a new dream flowing from my interest in Gandhiji. I shared it with our president, Dr. M.V.S. Muthigaru, and my friend and fellow traveler, Dr. Savita Singh. I want to share that vision with you this morning a little bit and seek your support and blessings, especially from those sitting on this dais. The dream pictures a beautiful structure on the top of the Kailasagiri, the other hill you see on that side, here in Visakhapatnam. I see there a beautiful picture. I would like to call it Mahatma Gandhi Mandir, which will house, among other things, a museum and a library, and functions as a perennial center to creatively promote Gandhiji's thought and practices. Mahatma Gandhi Mandir will have standing photographic exhibits, multimedia interactive space, Ideas Park, a museum with sculptures, frescoes, and mural replicas. In addition, it will have a children's corner, prayer and meditation center, Shilpagram, and so on. Weekly light and sound programs. All these focus on educating the public and create Gandhi consciousness in the minds of visitors. More importantly, the Mandir will be the seat of research and serves as the center for spreading Gandhi, Shruti, Smriti, and Samskriti. Dr. Savita Singh helped us to prepare a concept note of nearly 100 pages. We are still working on and giving it the final touches, which we will soon share with you. Delhi has most of the Gandhi memorials, libraries, other activities. These include Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti. They set up at the Birla Bhavan, Gandhi Museum and Library. Gujarat comes next with Sabarmati Ashram and other Gandhi legends. There are very few such in South India, and none in Andhra Pradesh and Visakhapatnam. Gandhi belongs to the entire nation, I say to the entire world. Therefore, in order to spread the message of Mahatma, we need to build and promote such mandirs in all parts of the country. It is in this context that I have this vision of Mahatma Mandir and Kailasagiri to be a bridge between north and south. Again, another bridge. My dream of a spectacular Gandhi Mandir in Visakhapatnam is of a splendid institution that functions as an international hub and vibrant center to perennially preserve Gandhian Shruti thought, actually promote Gandhi Smriti Dharma, and widely spread Gandhi Samskriti, Gandhi culture. I see our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, it's my dream, laying the foundation stone startly for this venture, and that it will open when we celebrate Gandhi's 150th birthday anniversary in October 2019. It is a small 100 crore project to begin with, and hopefully in the next 10-15 years, it will grow to be 1,000 crore project. When this happens, it would indeed be the culmination and fitting final of Gandhi Rama, which we are working for, and a grand beginning for a new era of promoting Gandhian thought. Now my vision doesn't stop here. I see our Venkaiah Naidu Garu as the tribal chief The tribe is the Gandhian tribe, the tribal chief, if you can picture him, and heading us, guiding us how to build this Gandhi Mandir. I picture Mahesh Sharmaji, who was to be here, he was not here, resourcefully guiding us because he is the Minister of Culture and inspiring us through his guidance. I visualize our Haribabu Garu, Yarlagada Lakshmi Prasad, with two hands, main hands, pushing everything that needed to be pushed. And finally, I visualize our President, Dr. M.V.S. Murthy Garu, coordinating and giving the ground crew the marching orders. On my part, I am faithfully yours. I see us moving on effortlessly from this Konda, which is Rishikonda, where we are now meeting, to the other Konda, Kailasagiri, where we will have Mahatma Gandhi Mandir. I am realistic enough to realize that we cannot wish away violence and wars. History has shown us they are ubiquitous. At the same time, we also know that violence is no real and permanent solution to resolve conflicts. Violence may stop violence momentarily, but it breeds more violence. Therefore, we need to explore other methods and new weapons and fight different kinds of wars based on nonviolence. Wars against poverty, disease, illiteracy, economic exploitation, and personal greed. The Mahatma has bequeathed to us an important legacy we must treasure as a new resource to promote peace. Perpetual peace would be impossible on the model of violence. Therefore, we need a paradigmatic change, a new model based on nonviolence. In this sense, I believe that what we are trying to do here through Gandhi Rama has an important message to give. The relevance of Mahatma Gandhi's message of nonviolence to the troubled world today, traumatized by terror, is all too obvious. However, less understood and more significant are the philosophy behind Gandhiji's message and the methods he experimentally designed and actually practiced in life, which are derived from his basic philosophical principles inlaid in the Indian tradition and in his understanding of human nature. To summarize it in two small paragraphs, change begins with self. So do social development, economic development, all kinds of development, including peace. Self is different from the ego. The ego divides people because it is the principle behind separation. Self is the spiritual component of humans, as Gandhiji saw it. The ego is the culmination of animal instincts in us. Man is a unique combination of the divine and the brute. The brute, I call it the devil. The goal is to suppress the brute and realize the divine within. In order to achieve this, one has to control the ego. Gandhiji felt that elimination of the ego is possible by reducing oneself, I quote, to zero or nothingness. One can accomplish this by engaging in karma yoga and doing selfless service and involving oneself in objective and non-violent search for truth. Various methods Gandhiji championed, such as satyagraha, flow from the above premises. The Mahatma described satyagraha as the moral equivalent of war. We revere Mahatma as the father of our nation because he was the principal architect of Indian freedom struggle. Besides paying our due respects on his birth and death anniversaries, the successive governments of India since independence did little to implement various constructive programs of the Mahatma that have great relevance to us. In this context, it is very refreshing to note that Sri Narendra Modi ji, ever since he became the Prime Minister, has repeatedly asserted that he was inspired by Gandhiji's teachings and saw their relevance to the country and the world. He asserted unequivocally that he and his government have no tolerance for intolerance, reflecting the pluralistic perspective the Anaikamandavada that appealed to Gandhiji so much. Modi ji did not stop with eloquent speeches. He actually planted new ideas to implement several of the items in Mahatma's constructive program by some well thought out initiatives. These include Swachh Bharat, Clean India Mission, and Sansad Adarsh and Yojan. In a message at the time of releasing the guidelines for this Adarsh Gram Yojan on October 11, 2014, Modi ji wrote, and I quote, "I have been deeply inspired by the ideology of Mahatma Gandhi. He had the foresight to realize that you do not only need electricity poles to bring light to the village, but the true enlightenment will come from shaping values, community spirit, and promoting good education. I too believe that inspiring values of national pride, patriotism, unity, self-confidence are as important as developing infrastructure," unquote. These are Modiji's words. What specially attracted me to Sri Modiji's design, Modiji's approach, is his design to connect tradition with modernity and adapt Gandhian ideas to changing conditions in society and the world at large. It is necessary to recognize that Gandhiji's ideas are not cast in concrete. They are, in a significant sense, organic, and they are meant to grow. What is permanent in Gandhi are the principles such as cultivating love, practicing nonviolence, and pursuing truth. However, his methods and practices that are experimental are likely to change with time to suit the circumstances. For example, the fact that Mahatma was opposed to India's partition at the time of Indian independence in 1947. However, when the partition did take place, his attention had shifted to focus on how the two countries should live in peace, helping and supporting each other. In fact, he even thought of moving to Pakistan soon after participation. Had he not been killed in Delhi on that fateful day, he would have gone to Pakistan to continue his non-violence struggle to bring us together. During his time, Gandhiji was opposed to rapid industrialization and growing migration to urban areas. He articulated well his reason for it and the principles behind Gram Swaraj. His call for the urban elite to return to rural roots, his advocacy of charkha, spinning, and swadeshi. Now, since Gandhi's time, industrialization has become increasingly indispensable for development. Economic development is necessary for providing for the basic necessities of our people and make them happy. Similarly, globalization has taken over and urbanization appears to be irreversible. What would Gandhi do under these changing circumstances? Recall, Gandhi was opposed to war, but when wars did break out, he did try to find ways of helping. In fact, he enlisted himself in the British Medical Corps to serve the injured during the First World War. It is in this context I look at the new initiatives of the Government of India and the Prime Minister's efforts to adapt Gandhian thought into current needs. I see a new hope with a sense of justified optimism. However, I do recognize that what we have now are plans, but I'm confident because there are people like Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu who are attempting to pursue these ideas vigorously, and I expect in the next 2 years we see an important, significant, visible change in the landscape of this country. In order for this to happen, two things are necessary. First, there is a need to increase people's awareness of Gandhi's relevance and his ideas to the world, which is now at crossroads. Second, we need discussion, research, and further development of Gandhian thought. It is our hope that Gandhi Rama is a small step in that direction. I also hope we will have a fruitful week of Gandhi Rama, gaining insights into Mahatma and experiencing Gandhi consciousness. Once again, I extend to all of you a hearty welcome. I look forward to inviting all of you again when we soon lay the foundation stone for Mahatma Gandhi Mandir. I assure you that we will choose a better date. Thank you.
We are indebted to you, sir, for your words of wisdom, for being the architect of this mega Gandhian festival and more so for your bright Gandhian vision for the future. May I now have the honor of requesting Honorable Dr. MVVS Murthigaru, President GITAM, to kindly address the gathering.
We are running behind the schedule. It's everybody is known for Venkaiah Naidu Garu's discipline and time. He says time means time. And this morning we all wondered whether we told him to come between 10:15 to 10:20 because we don't want him to arrive early so that our people will take it amiss. So exactly arrived here by 10:20. It's amazing. Today, GITAM is blessed with so many guests of importance of Gandhian culture, particularly those who believe and loved Gandhi have all come out here. We gratefully acknowledge their presence here. I don't want to mention all the names here on the dais. The respected chief guest of the day today, Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister for Urban Development and Parliamentary Affairs, Government of India, and our esteemed guest, Sri Dr. Professor Haribabu Garu, the Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha here, and our GITAM's friend and everybody's friend, Dr. Lakshmi Prasad Garu, and all other dignitaries in the dais. Only 2 minutes I will take. I will not take much time because there are so many other speakers to say. Since I have to say something, I am standing before you to say a few words. The very idea when we have started, this GITAM is not GITAM, Gandhi Institute of Technology and Management. And we compressed it into a GITAM. GITAM also became a song. But this institute has been named after Gandhi. Several friends have debated at that time which name should suit this. And obviously Gandhi. And somebody said Mahatma Gandhi, somebody said Mohanchand Karamchand Gandhi. Then at that time I intervened, I told them, Gandhi means none else than Gandhi. There is no other substitute for Gandhi. You mention it anywhere, Gandhi, they say only Mahatma Gandhi. They don't say Indira Gandhi or Rajiv Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi or some other Gandhi. This doesn't occur there. Gandhi means Gandhi. That's how we have conceptualized and put this name, and today it's wonderfully surviving as one of the best institutes serving the needs of the people of this country. Gandhi, several people, several thoughts, Gandhi Rama, several dimensions to show it. In my view, Gandhi taught self-reliance. This one has to stand on his own legs. He has to do all the duties, whatever you want, from sweeping and to washing clothes, cooking food, or weaving your own, everything, even gardening. So Gandhi stands for self-reliance. He said, do all your works, and if need be, do the other man's work also, if somebody is not able to do. That is this. And the other thing is, the most astonishing factor, Gandhi having a lot of self-respect. I have seen too, recently another leader I saw, my leader, N.T. Rama, he was the way they treated themselves with lot of self-respect. Nobody should humiliate them. Gandhi was humiliated in South Africa. What happened? India got freedom. Had he not been humiliated there, he would have remained there. That's how this is. Then he always had self-introspection. You take it, whatever the actions you are taking, You think over them, whether you are right. If you are right, you stand on that. So always it's perhaps I treat three leaders. One is Lord Buddha. At that time, he left everything to save the humanity, to have solace to the people, to bring some happiness to the people. Lord Buddha left everything and he plunged into the world. Mahatma Gandhi did the same thing. He left everything. He plunged into the people. He started self-movement. And he lived as an ordinary man. Once upon a time, he was also wearing nice suits and everything. And in UK, you might have seen him, one of the most beautiful barrister. He left only with dhoti, simple dhoti. Said he identified himself with the people of the country, this country, to achieve independence. Every human being, how he has to simply live. One has to see Gandhi and his life, and we have to live like that. That's what he did. He identified with the people, and he moved with the people. He toured the country, the whole country, and as an ordinary man, and then achieved whatever this goal. Because why I am telling, he is most intelligent man. He knows with confrontation, India can never get independence. Confrontation is not the means. So the other means is what to do? Non-violence, truthfulness. Truth, one he has maintained truth. So to get the independence, he started truth. Gandhi, then independence, truth and non-cooperation with the government. If there is no cooperation with the government, what they will do? He asked everybody, don't cooperate. Come to Dandi, we will have our own salt to manufacture. Why they should put up some tax on that? And then also self-penance. If somebody does something wrong, immediately resorted to self-penance to get himself going into the oblivions and not to take any food, not to talk to anybody, because it's penance-ing himself. That's what he has observed. And his purpose, the only purpose is the purpose of the people of India to get independent. How he got the independence, moving with the people, living with the people, the way the people have to live. There are so many other things to say. I don't want to say. He is the most sacrificing man in the country. He never accepted any power. Even after getting the power to the country, he never accepted any power. He said, I don't want, my purpose was achieved, the independence of this country. Then there was no purpose also to live. That's how, because he was a godly man and God took him to the other world. Thank you very much.